record this for anyone that wants to listen to this later. So welcome everybody to our kind of Thirsty Thursday wine chat. Hopefully you've got some wine and maybe some questions. Maybe you don't have questions, but you want to just kind of tune in and hear what other people are asking about being a wine guide. So of course, this is the place for you. We got wine, we got friends on, we've got some wine guide friends and leaders on. And speaking of wine guide friends and leaders, I have Elizabeth Allen on and Ashley Campbell, who's going to be helping me to answer all your questions that you have. And we might, pick on some other, I should say pick on, but we might ask some other leaders that are on too, or wine guides, to answer some questions too as we go along. So before we get to your questions, just a quick 1 minute, let you know who Elizabeth is. I'll let her talk and then Ashley will talk and then I will just for a minute and then we'll get right to your questions.
Are you going to limit me to 60 seconds? Like tap your watch and cut me off?
Yes. And
all right. Go. All right. My name is Elizabeth and I live in North Carolina. No, I'm just kidding. I do live in North Carolina. I have been with Traveling Vineyard. It'll be 9 years this fall. And this is really the only job that my kids have ever known me to have. So when they see the UPS truck, they're 9, 8, and 5 now, but the UPS truck has always been the wine truck and the wine man. So their preschool teachers thought we had a problem, but it's fine. Everything is fine. So I have 3 little ones and I am a full-time wine guide. I do this full-time. And in my spare time right now, I also teach remote school, which sucks, but more power to those teachers whose doorsteps I leave fun bottles of wine on every once in a while. All right, Ashley, go.
Do they drink because of your kids or?
Probably.
I know my teacher drinks because of my kids. So I'm Ashley. I'm from New York. I've been with Traveling Vineyard. It'll be 8 years in approximately 18 days. So yay for that. So I do Traveling Vineyard part-time, I guess is how you would classify it. I am an engineer with GE Aviation as my big girl job, and I'm a wine guide as my fun job. And I also occasionally get to teach remote kindergarten. So I'm also my best customer right now. Hence this. Yep. And I have 2 kids. I've got a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. And just like Elizabeth, my kids know like the UPS guy is the wine guy. And they may or may not have been in the car with me as I've chased him around the neighborhood because I missed my shipment, but I needed my wine. I mean, it is what it is.
Safe zone, no judgment here. I mean, some of us done that.
I have a picture of, I ran into the UPS guy walking my kids home from school one day when we lived in Maine, and he leaned out, he said, "I've got a box for you." And I'm there with the stroller and I said, "Well, how big is it?" It was just a little one, but I stacked it on top of the stroller and pushed it home with the baby underneath it. You said this was a judgment-free zone.
Right. That's safe place. Well, and my name is Kirsten Ray-Kuhn, and I live outside St. Louis, Missouri at O'Fallon. I've been a wine guide for almost 17 years. My kids aren't little anymore. They're 25, 23, and 15. Hopefully they'll all be gone in a number of years. The baby can stay a little bit longer, of course, but so yeah, I do this full time. There was a time I worked outside the home and now this is all I do. So we have wine guides, that have their big girl jobs and big boy jobs too, as we like to say, like Ashley has, moms that have little kids, moms with kids that are grown like me, and then people that don't even have kids. We've got all kinds of wine guides. And some of them are on this call tonight too. So no matter what your lifestyle is, wine fits right in. So with that, we'd love to hear your questions. So you can either unmute, go ahead and ask them, or you can type in the chat box and we will ask them for you. So don't be shy. You can ask us anything and everything. It gives us a chance to sip our wine when it's quiet.
Should we ask Wilma what's in her coffee mug?
Oh, I think I saw that.
That's her coffee mug, but what's in it is the question.
You can do like that Zoom meeting thing where you blow on it to pretend like it's coffee, but it's really wine.
I may or may not have done that in a few meetings since I've been working from home since March. what's really fun is when I transitioned to work from home, we took apart the guest room because no one's visiting us right now. And we set up a little desk for my son, and I set up this whole office space for me because now I'm working from home. And when I set it up, I was like, okay, well, I know that this is temporary. Like, I'm going to go back to the office eventually at some point in time. So I set it up for Traveling Vineyard and to be able to do calls like this and virtual wine tastings and everything. So my work laptop camera is actually over here. So it you see this way, but you still see some of these wines. So it's really funny whenever I have to put my camera on and people that haven't seen my setup yet, they're like, wow, Ashley. And they're always like, so what are we drinking today? I'm like, it is 10 a.m. I'm not telling you. Don't make me want to drink at 10 a.m.
Funny. I see we have a question from Laura. Hey, Laura. With sip kits, are they full-size bottles? I'm interested because they include free shipping. Do you earn full commission on the sip kits? Somebody want to tackle that, or you want me to dive in?
Go ahead, jump right in.
All right, sip kits are full-size bottles, 3 to 5 bottles, depending on which sip kit you pick. It does say free shipping. That is because the cost of shipping is built in. So we earn commission on the cost of the wine, not the actual cost of the shipping. So it's about $15 to $20 difference of what we earn commission on, because they build the shipping into that price. Does that answer your question?
You can speak.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Sip kits are a really cool deal. They have videos that go along with them that allow people to really kind of go through a wine tasting at their own pace at home. So you don't need a wine guide. So customers can just order it and do their own thing.
Okay, so the commissions is less on the sip kits then?
It would be the same as if somebody was ordering wine and just paying shipping on it. We just don't earn commission on shipping. So depending on whether it's a 3 or a 5 bottle sip kit, I believe the commission is paid on, somebody help me with those numbers because I don't remember what it is. Is it $49 for a 3 bottle?
Yeah, I think it's 45, I think. I feel like 45 or 49.
And 65. Sorry. Click something. It's $45 and $65.
What was that noise?
Was that the wheel of names
It
already?
was the wheel. I must have clicked on it when I went to click back over to the Zoom.
Oh.
I'm the one collecting everyone's names for the raffle that we're doing at the end.
Sounded like a toilet.
Someone's
Kinda
making
did.
wine slushies.
Somebody's got a blender on making wine.
Yes.
Bring them to my house.
That'll be on Margarita Mondays when we do those calls.
What kind of retention do you guys have for like the wine clubs or just, orders in general?
So we offer a really great bonus to our Rewind members to stay customers. They earn reward points, reward dollars for every month that their Rewind ships. I believe it's every month and the amount varies, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody Rewind savvy. And then they can use those for future add-on bottles. So I would say most of our Rewind customers they're long-term customers. I have very few people that sign up and then drop off the face of the planet. They are able to skip any month that they want. So there may be some times when somebody needs to skip a month and then they'll get it the next shipment.
Mm-hmm. And it does ship every other month. And a lot of people like that. They can also see what wines are going to be in it. A lot of wine clubs, you don't know what you get until you open the box, or you get an email saying, here are the wines that are going to be at your door next day. So it's a lot nicer to be able to see them. You can add on, you get that $5 credit, towards add-on bottles each time it ships, and those don't expire. And just what was it, November and December, they also gave all of our Rewind customers another $30 credit, to use. So that was a really nice little holiday treat our people had. They also give birthday credits too. So there's a lot of nice bonuses. And plus those wines are a little bit discounted off the website price too. So there's a lot of perks for staying in Rewind.
Do you guys have the literature available for all those details with the discounts and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a wine guide that you're working with right now? Oh, Elizabeth. So Elizabeth can send you that.
Writing down.
She gotcha.
I just didn't see anything on the website, listing basically the benefits.
Sure. That's a good point.
Yeah.
They need to put that in big, bold print on the bottom of the page.
Yep. And the referral. So if you share someone, so if you tell your friend, hey, sign up for this, they'll get $20 off, and then you'll get another $10 too. So pays to
as
stick
a customer, not as a
Yes.
wine guide. Yeah.
Yes.
But also you said something about returning customers too. We find that a lot of people, once they taste Traveling Vineyard wines, like they're going to be a customer for a while, because our wines really are great. They're really good wines.
Okay.
And so they come back, especially because our inventory cycles through. So they come back to try something new.
Yeah. Good prices. Most of our wines under 20. It's a really great price point for wines of this quality.
Joya, do you have any questions? No.
I just want to taste everything.
Yeah, we haven't tried the wines yet.
Yeah, we can get you some. We can get you some.
I actually joined to be a wine guide without tasting any of the wines at all.
Same.
So it's been very successful, and I've been with the business, 9 years in October.
Mhm.
So no
So
worries.
you're like what, one day younger than me?
Mhm.
Yes, something like that. 1 or 2 days. Mhm.
I know Kirsten is my leader, and she's in Missouri, and I don't think I met her until when I'd
We've
been a
met
wine
her
guide.
together.
Yeah,
It
same
was the
day.
Virginia. I think it was
Yeah.
Virginia Regional that came out, and Ashley was there
Yeah.
too.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
drove
actually
together
met
with
Wilma
Ashley.
before I met you.
Yeah, that was when we were allowed to travel and do all those fun regional meetings. Good old days,
Back
right?
when Elizabeth,
Good
Wilma,
old
and I
days.
all lived in the same state.
Oh yeah, we did
Yep.
live in the same state. None of us live in
Sure
that state
did.
anymore.
No, we don't.
But that's what's really cool about this, is that as you can take this wherever your life takes you. So, I know Elizabeth, her husband's in the Coast Guard, so she's moved around with duty stations. When I was living in Virginia, where Virginia was where we were all in the same state, my husband was in the Navy, and then he got out of the Navy, and we moved to New York to be closer to my family, and as long as you move to or go to an open state, you could take this business with you. My husband's family's in Montana. So every time I go to Montana to visit his family, up until my mother-in-law signed up to be a wine guide, I would do wine tastings for them. So, and then my mother-in-law signed up to be a wine guide. So now she does the wine tasting and I sit there and drink. But it's really cool because you have that flexibility. So if you need to make a big life adjustment and move to a different state, you've got this income, and you've also got this opportunity to meet new people and make some friends.
Mhm.
I just want to put it out there that I'm never moving again. So just saying.
I like where you live now. I
Coast Guard be damned. I'm
like-
staying right here.
like visiting you at your beach. That's fun.
Staying at the beach, don't make me go.
I agree. I
I
second
see
that.
Margaret posted, so I'm curious about the business. What part of the business are you curious about, Margaret? What questions can we answer for you?
I know absolutely nothing about it.
Oh,
Absolutely nothing. I found out about it through Carol.
okay. Carol Hauk.
Yeah, I didn't know how to pronounce her last name. I didn't want to butcher it.
That's okay. That's my mom. It's been butchered my whole life.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I know nothing about it. So anything you guys can tell me. I'm semi-retired. I work a part-time job and I love wine. So this sounded like it could be fun.
Mhm.
So anything you can tell me, I want to hear about it.
Well, I think, why don't we talk about how we actually make money as wine guides? I mean, we're talking about all like the fun stuff, but why don't we talk about what we're doing? Like we can talk about sip kits, how we're doing virtual tastings or like Facebook parties. Why don't we talk about, Elizabeth, you want to talk about our like virtual tastings with our little cups?
Our tastings to go is what we've been calling it. Margaret, are you local to Carol? Did you get to do a tasting?
No, I'm in Georgia.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we've been doing this really fun thing. Kirsten just held up a little like sample pack of wines. So we've been calling these tastings to go. And essentially before COVID hit, we used to take 5 bottles of wine into somebody's house and do an in-home tasting for a small group of people. since a lot of people are uncomfortable with that and you're not supposed to be around people that don't live with you and all that fun stuff right now, we've been doing these fun tastings to go where the host or the wine guide will put the wines into those little ramekins, the salad dressing containers. Somebody called them Jello shot cups last time.
Souffle cups.
Condiment cups are the appropriate name. for
Condiment
it,
cups?
I found out.
Oh,
If
that
it
sounds like
tells you how
Sip Sec.
adventurous I was in college, that I refer to them as salad dressing cups and not Jello shot cups, my mother would be proud of me. But so we put together the little 5 sampler, and then everybody comes and picks up their set of tasters from the host or from you as the wine guide. And then we all gather on a Zoom like this and we run through the tasting together with some fun food pairings. If it's hosted by somebody, sometimes that host provides the food pairings in the little tasting bags, or we give everybody a list and say, hey, have this type of cheese and a grape and a lemon and some chocolate. Just really simple things. And we run through a tasting. We introduce the wines, we teach a little bit about wine. And then as a wine guide, you earn commission on all of the wine that's ordered that night. Any wine that is ordered from your website, you earn commission on. Any sip kits, any rewind orders that ship. And that's just one of the ways that we're currently doing tastings. I don't know if I'm going to point like this because that's where you are on my screen. I don't know if one of you guys wants to tackle some of the other ways.
I'll talk about the the virtual tastings. So another way that we've been doing wine tastings are virtual sip kit tastings. So we talked a little bit about the sip kits earlier. There are these 3 and 5 bottle prepackaged kits that are $69 or $89. Shipping is included in that price. And the way that these sip kit tastings work is the group of people that want to get together for the tasting, they select a sip kit. Everyone orders their sip kit, or if you're doing it, you can do these as a corporate team building event. You can do this as like a networking holiday party. I did one of those last week with 44 people, and you select the kit. The kits get ordered either by the participants, or if it's a company, like the company orders the kits for everyone. They get shipped to the people's homes, and then you get on Zoom just like this, and we do a wine education session while we taste the wine. And as the wine guide, you would send out some recommended food pairings to have so that everyone can experience the food and wine pairing portion of it. Again, simple stuff, pairing wine and food doesn't have to be, a 5-course elegant meal. It can be goldfish and Oreos. I've done it. It's totally cool. But you send out a list like that, and the virtual tastings, because people have already pre-purchased either 3 or 5 bottles, they're a little bit more geared towards the wine education side of it. And, you're not really getting sales, pitching for sales at the end of it. But I have had a bunch of people that have ordered from them because they really enjoyed the wines that we had tasted at the virtual tasting.
Yeah, and then the other way we're doing it is basically there's no wine sampled. So we're just talking about the wine. So we're doing like a Facebook party. So you can do a 3 or 5 day Facebook event. The host will invite their friends to their private group. And don't worry, you might be thinking, but I don't know anything about the wines. I haven't tasted the wines. I feel like I have to be a wine expert, and you do not have to be. And we actually even have a template set up where you can copy and paste posts to do your white wine day or your red wine day, or what to say about this accessory and what to say about rewind and things like that. So you can schedule those posts. You don't have to be sitting in front of a computer. So it makes it very easy to kind of, you can start on Sunday night or whatever day and set your post for the week. And then the host also gets the same rewards as they would if they did a tasting like Elizabeth was talking about, where they're actually sampling the wine, or if you do an actual sip kit tasting with a host, then you also get host rewards either way. The nice thing about a Facebook one is, there's no cooking or cleaning. So the host gets these great rewards and doesn't even have to leave their house or put pants on or whatever. So still great rewards. And we do have a really amazing host rewards program. I think we've got one of the best ones out there, for a wine company, as far as that's concerned. So those are really like the 3 main ways that people are doing their wine tasting and making money as a wine guide right now.
Aside from the people that, do have a close-knit group of friends that are comfortable doing like a driveway event or something out on a patio where they're
Mhm.
socially distanced from one another and they can still be together.
Right, exactly.
Does that kind of give it to you in a really big nutshell,
In a
Margaret?
nutshell, yeah. Now, I suppose I could probably learn more from Carol as well, talking to her.
Yeah, she had some people taking her out to dinner tonight as a late birthday celebration, so she wasn't able to be on.
Okay, okay. So, okay, so, and what does it cost to get started with it?
So we have 3 different options to get started as a wine guide. The first one is our digital wine guide, which is 59, is it 59.99 or just 59 flat?
59.
59 flat. And that one, it includes access to all the training materials, but you don't get any like physical wine or anything with that promotion. The next level up is called our Essentials Kit, and that one comes with 10 bottles of wine, so enough for your first 2 tinier in-person events. It also comes with, my mind just went totally blank. Oh, 3 months of your website for free, and I believe the 59 one comes with 3 months of your website for free as well. 2 months?
2.
3 months?
Yeah, the
Everything's
joining
supposed to
month
be
and then the
free.
following. And you do get with the 59, you do get a credit for 3 bottles of wine. You can purchase 3. Wasn't it 3? We just changed it on the
The digital's
first.
brand new. Clearly, we're all really
Yeah.
good at knowing this
You
information.
get
And
a
it's a
$35 wine. You get a
credit.
$35 wine credit.
35.
What was it, Braden?
It's a $35 wine credit.
35. Yeah, so you could, I mean, with your discount, because you also get, when you're getting a $35 credit, you're using your discount. So I mean, you should be able to get, you know, some nice bottles of wine. Yeah,
But
they just changed that one.
You can also use the credit towards business building things too.
Hmm.
So you
Didn't
can
know that.
also get like glasses or
Hmm.
something, but you might as well get wine because duh.
Exactly. Most people decide to get, I mean, $99, you get 10 bottles of wine.
Yeah.
I know for that.
And then we have our complete success kit, which has everything, all the things. Here, I'm just going to share. I just pulled it up. Oh, never mind. I can't. Kirsten won't let me share my screen.
Oh, here. I will.
Oh, just gonna
Sharing
pull
your
it up.
screen, I
Why is
noticed
it not letting me?
a couple people join just now. So this is totally casual. If you guys have questions, feel free to unmute and ask or type into the chat box, whichever you would prefer. We're just kind of chatting about the wine
Do
business.
it now.
So,
There you go.
There we go. So this is the basic difference between our essentials kit, which is 99, and the complete kit, which is 179. So the 179 is going to come with the purple carrying tote and all your wine glasses. It comes with some additional accessories. The 99 kit, let me see if I can make that a little bit bigger. Whoa. The 99 comes with slightly less. It comes with the corkscrew and the aerator, but not the additional carrying case and the other accessories as well.
but one thing to note too, if you sign up today with the $99 kit, because you don't see yourself doing like in-home tastings right now, so you don't want the glasses or the carrying case, but let's say 6 months to a year from now, whenever you decide that you do want the glasses, you can upgrade for $80. And for $80, you get everything in the complete kit that was not in the essentials kit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you'd have to pay the normal like replacement price that we have to pay for the glasses. You can get all of that stuff for that discounted price.
I really think that 99 kit is the kind of the best deal that we have.
Yeah.
I do too. Because you can also, you know, the fast start. I don't know, Elizabeth, how to put you on the spot. We could pull that fast start up.
Oh, don't you
because,
worry,
you know,
I'll find it real quick.
In the fast start, you know, you can be earning, you know, business building credits as well. Than if you wanted to get some of that stuff for free too. You know,
Did I go past it? Sorry, people are the thingy.
you're getting a sneak peek at what your back office would look like.
I had
Amazing,
everybody's
it's
faces
beautiful.
were on top of what I needed. So yeah, this is our super generous fast start program that lets you earn over $850 in rewards in your first 100 days.
Mhm. And that's it. Whatever kit you choose, you are eligible for this fast start.
Yes.
You can get all of that good stuff. And like Julie commented, she said, look at all those resources. You saw all those resources Elizabeth had on the screen. We have so many tools to help you with your business.
I was trying to go really fast so it wouldn't be overwhelming. Just really fast.
You saw all the purple colors. We like purple at Traveling Vineyard. You might have noticed.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite color. That matter.
The color of
Think
wine.
you love wine. We are your people. Come to us.
Yeah, any shade of purple is great with me.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I keep telling him one of our, oh, sorry, was that a question? I'll be quiet.
It was going to be. I can shut up though. You're going to say something?
You,
Me? No.
I was going to say, what are Thrive points?
good question. So Ashley, you described that one really well. You want to take that one?
Okay, so Thrive Points are like the Traveling Vineyard version of your credit card rewards program. You earn coins by doing normal business activities. Selling wine, when you reach certain levels in the month, you get coins. Hosting events, when you get to certain number of events in the harvest year, you get coins. Team building,
What happened?
your fast start, you get points, as you see. So you get these coins, as I just throw my ring around. So you get these coins, and then the coins will convert to, you get points that convert to coins. You get these points that convert to coins, and then you can spend these coins in the Thrive Marketplace, and you can get, a whole bunch of different stuff from camping gear to kitchenware to pocketbooks. I mean, it's just like if you have a credit card rewards mall, it's just like that. The only thing they don't have are gift cards for like Amazon or whatever. We do have options that you can redeem for hotel gift cards, Marriott and I think Hyatt are the ones that we do. You can also redeem your coins, your Thrive coins for tasting sets. You can redeem them for wine credits. You can redeem them for business building credits, for Traveling Vineyard logo wear. Or the best part is if you earn enough coins, you can redeem them for our Luxe Getaway, which is our incentive trip that all of the wine guides can earn in the harvest year. And when you earn one of these trips, it's really awesome because Traveling Vineyard really treats you like royalty and takes you to a 5-star resort and all inclusive, all expenses paid. I didn't go on this last one, but I heard there were butlers in the rooms and I mean, they were treated really, really well. So there's lots of different things that you can use your Thrive points that convert to coins to get to help boost your business. Or, if you've got a really cool, Calphalon pot and pan set that you got your eyes on, like I do. It's really nice to be able to earn that stuff for free.
Yeah, it's nice to see people treat themselves. Like I've seen a lot of
Sorry,
wine.
my
You're
internet
getting
totally
paid.
cut out while I was trying to share my screen.
Oh, are you trying to do that link? But it's nice to see people treat themselves with things maybe they wouldn't normally buy, or take away from the family budget to buy. I've seen people buy, like Michael Kors bags and, expensive sunglasses. And this is all on top of your paycheck. So it's not taken away from your paycheck. You're still earning. This is just, like just a little extra perk that you get, for running your business. I've seen people buy, their husband a pressure washer, because they help them with their business and drive them to their tastings, or, a camping gear for their family. Just all kinds of things I've seen people do. So, you can also buy wine. I see people stock up a lot with wine, free wine that they've earned. So totally up to you. Lots of options.
Kirsten, I got a brand new MacBook Air this year.
Nice.
And you did that in the Thrive?
Yeah, because I didn't go on the trip. Remember?
Right,
So,
right.
So I cashed in my coins for a brand new MacBook Air. So
wow, nice. Yeah. So look, all your computers, there's anything you can think of is pretty much in there. But Ryan Gosling is not in there, ladies. No Ryan Reynolds, no Ryans in there.
Yeah, I've used my coins. We do dock dogs and we camp when we go to play dock dogs. So I've used my coins for like carts, for I think I got our air mattress for it. Little picnic tables that fold up into nothing that I could throw on the car when we go camping. I mean, most of our camping gear I got for free, and from the Thrive coins, which is so cool too, because it's like, hey, now we can go do this stuff and we've got this for free, and you know.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is Linda Leffler. When you have your wine kit, when you get it, do you get to pick the wine, or is it picked for you? And then after you have one tasting, does that always stay the same wine when you order your next tasting?
No, that's a great question. So if you order either that 99 or the 179 kit, so that's 10 bottles of wine, which basically it's 2 tasting set credits, which there's 5 bottles in each of those. You get to pick those. So when you order those kits, you'll have $150 in credits on your in your back office, what we call a tasting room. So in your website, and you can use those whenever. So if you want to wait to have a tasting, you can wait. They don't expire. You could go in and use those credits whenever you want. So the sets are put together for us. So there's, I don't know, between 12-ish, 15-ish sets. It depends kind of, what time of year and such it is. But you'll see there's sets put together with sweets and whites and reds, and some will be more dry, some will be more sweet, whatever you want to do. And you'll pick out your 2 sets. And when you order in multiples, to order 2 sets, 2, 4, 6, 8, you do get free shipping as a wine guide, which is another great perk that we have. And you can mix and match between those 2 sets once you get those home too, as well. And I forgot the second part of your question. Do the wines change? So, I mean, they do change as inventory changes, as we get new wines in and as wines sell out too. So it's not going to be the same wines year after year after year, because it just depends on what Mother Nature and the winemakers are doing to our beautiful wines. So they're not going to be the same all the time, since we don't have really mass produced wines.
What if you wanted to bring in a premium wine just for them to try at the tasting?
Yeah, we do have sets. We do have sets that we call that a premium set. So they would be, they're 85. Sometimes I've seen one that's 90. So you just pay the difference in that tasting set. Yeah, so it'd be like $10 more. And sometimes that's definitely worth it. So somebody, we do have a couple wines that are between, that $20 and $29 range. And it's worth it to kind of bring in that, that $25 or that $29 bottle for people to try. Because they try it, they're going to fall in love with it, and they're going to want it for all those special occasions too, to celebrate with, versus just trying sight unseen. Most likely, a $30 bottle might not, but once they try it, they're going to love, like our Lux, our Activist, and all those wonderful wines we have.
Okay, thank you.
And of course, that's a business write-off too when you do that little bit extra. Any other
Anyone
questions?
else have any questions or any, we do have a couple wine guides on the call. Anything that you guys want to bring up that?
I mean, it's wine. You should just join us. We're a lot of fun. It's wine.
Brain's sweating.
Let's see. Okay. If anyone's not following on the comments, Andrea had asked, what's the cost of the website? And Elizabeth answered, so it's $15.95 per month. It is free for the first 3 months with the $99 kit, or the $179 kit, and the first 2 months with the $59 kit. So you can try us out for 90 days and see if it's something you want to do.
Right. And that's the only requirement to be a wine guide. We don't have any sales quotas. So there's that. I mean, that's it. Just that $15.95 a month. So like Ashley just said, that's a great way to try us out. 3 months. You got all that wine. You can see what we're like and learn about us, see how great we are. I mean, that's why we have all these wine guides on the call too, because they just love us all. We all love each other so much, and we love our business and our company.
Exactly. That's the same thing I was going to say. I'm just like, I love seeing you guys right now because I haven't seen you for so long.
You can feel the love.
But I love having people on the call and listening and being able to ask questions too. So.
And the whole not having a quota to meet every month to be active is really, really nice, because, as I'd mentioned earlier, I've moved states, other people have moved states. I've had 2 babies while I've been doing this. I've changed jobs a couple times. So it's nice to be able to say, you know what, in this moment for this month or this next 2 months, I can't do Traveling Vineyard. I have to focus on this life change that's happening. And I'm able to step back and go, you know what? I'm going to step back for these 2 months. I'm not going to worry about it. And I can pick it up when I'm ready. And I don't have that stress of, oh my God, I have to sell this much wine this month to stay active, or this quarter to stay active. I can come and go and really let this fit around my life as opposed to my life fitting around Traveling Vineyard.
Exactly.
Does anybody know how much wine you have to sell or buy to earn enough commission to pay for your website fee on a monthly basis?
If you sell $100 of wine, or like $104 of wine in a month, you will make the $15 to cover your $15.95 to cover your website fee.
Somebody's good with numbers. Thank you.
Yeah, that's our engineer.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's really like, I mean, it's
For bottles. Yeah.
6-bottle rewind customer.
Okay.
We'll get your we'll pay your website. And then you won't even have to do any work because it's rewind, and it every other month.
And you always get your discount too. Then you can enjoy your own wine, right?
And the discount is always 20%, correct?
Yes.
I'm sorry, you guys mentioned something about free shipping as a wine guide. Where is that? Is there a price point for that?
Well, we get free shipping on Rewind. Is that what? So we get free shipping on our Rewind.
Okay.
And Rewind is always discounted a little bit, so we even get another 20% off the discounted Rewind. That's always your best deal as a wine guide.
Yep.
I mean, that's always the way to go. And then do you mean just in shipping in general, like with tasting sets, how we get free shipping?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you order in multiples 2, 4, 6, they do not have to be the same exact sets, but you do get free shipping.
Okay.
And our customers right now enjoy free shipping on everything 6 bottles or more.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to talk about how we get tasting set credits? Elizabeth?
I'm scared to start talking because I don't think my internet is super stable right now.
Okay, no worries.
Like everybody keeps freezing and then my screen keeps shutting off. So I'm going to stick to the
chat.
The chat.
You want to take this, Kirsten, or you want me to talk about that?
Go ahead. You brought it up. Yeah, go ahead.
So one of the most common questions that I get is, I sign up, I get my 10 bottles of wine with the essentials or complete kit. I do my first 2 tastings. We drink the 10 bottles of wine. Now, how do I get more wine? Do I have to pay out of pocket for the wine? And the answer is no. So with Traveling Vineyard, when you have a tasting and you use 5 bottles of wine, and sales at the tasting are $150 or more with 3 customers. So 2 guests and the host counts as a customer. Traveling Vineyard will give you a credit for a new tasting set. So you're not constantly having to buy wine to show it at tastings, or if you do like the tiny tastings for virtual, the company will give you that wine as long as you meet that $150 with 3 customer minimum. So it's really nice because it's really easy to get your investment back when you start and start making money right away, even as early as your first month in the business. We were talking about free shipping a little bit too. Customers get free shipping on 6 bottles of wine. 6 bottles of wine is like about $110 to $120. So if you get 3 customers at a tasting that get the 6 bottles of wine for the free shipping, you are well beyond what you need to get your tasting set credit back. And I know plenty of people that are like, oh, I really only want 3 bottles, but I'm going to get the 6 for the free shipping. We've all done that, right?
Right.
You add to cart, you add a lipstick to the cart. So
right. I mean, you're going to drink it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had, higher sales all through COVID. Wine is essential. You've probably all seen it, how alcohol sales are going up and have gone up. So, I mean, our average sales are 500. So that 150, that's nothing. And to have a company that's basically giving you free samples, if any of you have done any direct sales before, that is huge. You're not having to go out and buy samples, every time the new jewelry comes out or the new cookware comes out. And whatever the company is, we're not doing that. Like, we're literally can taste the wines with the guests. My dog is trying to bust in the door. Sorry. Husband made me a new barn door for my office because I had French doors and my big dog would bust through. And he is really trying to get through that door. Sorry.
Your husband's gonna have to cut a dog door in that barn door.
Oh no.
I think my internet has finally been. I just yelled at my children to all turn off their tablets. So hopefully I now have enough internet to speak. Laura, I see your question about how do our wines compare to nationally known wineries in the same price range. My opinion and the opinion of our wine directors is that we have a higher quality to price ratio. We do submit a lot of our wines to international wine competitions. And I want to say the percentage last time I checked was 97 or 98% of the wines submitted win awards. So silver, gold, bronze. And we just had one win a double gold medal from the San Francisco International Wine Competition. So that's a pretty big deal. I think I froze again, so that's great.
No,
I think you're good.
Oh, it's just visually. Everybody else is frozen.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe turn off your camera.
But I like seeing my face.
I like seeing your face.
I like seeing everyone else's faces. But yeah, so we typically do not put a number like the Robertson's, so it's called Robertson's Awards on wines. So that's what we've learned, is that that's kind of based on one guy's opinion. And so we don't typically put that number on our wines, but we do have a couple where it'll say that this is equivalent to, a 92-point wine or an 88-point wine.
Yeah, and once you taste them, because I believe, Laura, you guys haven't had them yet. So I've been doing this a long time, and when I started, don't judge. I was drinking Arbor Mist. Don't judge. I see some people giving me judgy eyes. Don't do that. But I didn't know what I was doing, or was not drinking very good wine.
I don't know, Arbor Mist. We might have to judge you, but we'll forgive you.
Anymore. That was a long time ago, and my kids were little, and I didn't have very much money, so I kind of had to do that. But I would go to tastings, and I remember many times I would be very nervous because I would have some very snobby wine people, and they would be like, "There's no way you can have a California cab that's any good for 15." And I'm like, "I don't know, try it." And they would be like, "That's amazing." And continually, year after year, I get that. And, I've been able to, with Traveling Vineyard, we talked some about trips, but on elite trips like Elizabeth and Ashley, we've gotten to go, Portugal and Argentina, and just gone to Napa, and we've gotten to try a lot of these wines. And you know what? Our wines stand up right with these $45 cabs and things we've had. And the Malbecs from Argentina, that were so much, they're really great wines. And once you try them, you will be very proud and be amazed at the quality, especially if you know wines. And even if you don't, you can be like, well, go ahead and try it and see. And then they'll try it, and they're going to be like, oh, you are right. You can actually have a $15 cab that is just as good as the $30, $45 one I'm buying in the store, right? Because we don't have this huge markup. It doesn't go through all these hands like a lot of these other ones. And you're not also paying for the commercials and the marketing, that the Robert Mondavis are all, going through as well, because you're paying for all that advertising, right? Mm-hmm. This is our advertising right now. And you guys as wine guides, that's the advertising. It's the word of mouth. So, and that's free. So that doesn't go into the cost of the wine. So.
Plus there are times that we'll buy, what I've heard our wine directors say is that we will buy an entire crop from a grower. Mm-hmm. So it's a grower that is growing really good quality grapes. They just don't have the size of production to turn it into wine themselves. So we'll go and just buy the entire crop of grape and turn it into a really high quality wine for a fraction of the cost, because we don't have all that overhead.
Right.
So, Kirsten, I have another question. Again, you are forgiven for the Arbor Mist.
Thank you.
But it's a real opportunity, though. So how do you turn Arbor Mist drinkers into traveling vineyard drinkers?
You know what? It's just like a lot of people, you start out drinking really sweet wines and then they slowly move up. It's the pairing of wine with food, right? So then they start maybe some Pinot Grigio and then maybe even some Sauvignon Blanc, and they start moving up. But it's even like when you have people over the years I've had that say, I don't drink reds. Reds are, gross and it smells bad and it smells like licking trees. And I've gotten the strangest, I know a lot of these ladies on here, you get very strange things that people say about drinking red wines, especially if you live in like a sweet wine kind of country like I do. I live in like a German wine country, so we have lots of sweet wines. But when you have reds at the right temperature, and when you have higher quality red, and then you pair it with the right food, something simple, dark chocolate, even a piece of salami, you will change their mind and blow their mind. Like they cannot believe it. So, but that's how. So it's just slow. It is sometimes slow. And I have so many repeat hosts and guests over the years, they just slowly move. And they'll say, remember when I used to just drink, Double Date, which is our very sweet. We have our sweet wines. They're like, remember when I would only drink Fazada and Double Date? I'm like, yes. And now they're drinking like, our really nice heavy reds. And I'm like, you grew up before my eyes. And you know what? And I did too. Like I moved along that too. So, a lot of times people just kind of move along that ladder, or as I say, come to the dark side, come to reds.
It's kind of the same way that like people graduate from the only way they're going to drink coffee is with a gallon of creamer and all the sugar. And they kind of gradually go towards maybe black coffee, maybe you don't go that far. But we also have some really great, I call them gateway reds that are just really good, that transition people from white wine to red wine. They're really smooth and they're so palatable, and they're the ones that turn people.
Yes. Yeah,
red wine drinkers are the best.
People are drinking like really, the $5 reds and they're drinking them warm. It just, no one's going to like that. No, it's just, yeah. There's a lot of, because we do a lot of education. Our wines are great, but a lot of it is the education we do too about the right temperature and the food and wine pairings, which again is all right there for you very simply as wine guides with our Somology tool. But
can I share a story? Sorry, I'm not going to turn on the camera tonight. I look awful. I am so sorry. But Elizabeth, my children went back to school. I'm sorry. Yay.
Amazing.
But just to piggyback off of what Kirsten said, my very first tasting ever. So I used to be an elementary school teacher. And my very first tasting ever was with a woman that I taught with. And the very first guest that walked in the door, very first tasting ever, very first guest walks in the door and she says, I don't drink wine. I only drink beer. I'm just here to support Laurel. And I was like, okay. And she walked out with half a case of wine and she booked a tasting. Like, it's just, our wines are good. And just like what Kirsten said, like when you give that education and when you pair it with the correct food and things like that, like I have people at almost every tasting, same thing that Kirsten said, like, I don't drink white wines. I don't drink red wines. I only drink sweet wines. And then they walk out with the exact thing that they told me they didn't drink. So it's all about food pairings and education, and it's good wine. So
yeah. And that, and that getting together and, the friends and, getting together and having that time. And, we're definitely not a high pressure company with our wines. We're not, you have to get this amount of wines and it has to be, a case of all the same and things like that. It's, we're about like fun, quirky pairings. Like Ashley at the beginning was talking about goldfish crackers. And, I do a lot of that too. And I'm like, when your Italian wines can go with your lasagnas and, all your red pastas or Chef Boyardee, I do it, again, the no judgment, not everyone's a world-class chef, right? Or has time to do that. So, but that's what we're about. So it's the whole experience is why people are going to choose you over and over again, right? And that's why a lot of us there's quite a few wine guides on this call that have been wine guides for many years. And I guarantee they all have customers and hosts over and over and over again. Like so many times, they can't even count how many times these people have hosted for them, right?
And my favorite pairings are the ones that are like half-eaten chicken nuggets and cold fish sticks. Like, let's get into the mom pairings. Like, what are moms really pulling that cork out to have Right. It's your kids' leftover macaroni and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that pairs
Exactly.
really nicely with a cab, just saying.
The cold
Are you what I
tomato sauce
everything's
that
last
you kid devoured the night before, but now thinks is the worst thing in the world. Yep.
Right. What is our real people, real fun, real good wine? Our new kind of slogan. I mean, we're real life. We're real wine and real food pairings, real good wine. So
Yeah.
that's what we're about.
It also helps too, like when you do either the tiny tastings that Kirsten had showed earlier, or we can get back to in-person tastings. It helps when you say, here, try 5 wines for free. You know, I mean, people aren't going to go to the liquor store. I don't go to the liquor store and buy a, $15, $20, $25 bottle of wine that I've never tasted before. What if I don't like it? Now I've wasted that money.
Mm-hmm.
So with the wine tastings, it's nice because you're saying, here, I'm going to give you 5 wines, try them, no charge, try them with an open mind, try them with some food. If you like them, cool. If you don't, what happened? No, nothing bad happened.
So any last minute questions, and then we will do our little spinny wheel. All of you that are not wine guides yet, notice I said yet.
Let me
we'll get to
questions. Let me run down the list, and that way if I'm missing anyone, or if I have anyone that's a wine guide on here, I don't think I do, but just in case. So I've got Margaret, I can't pronounce your last name, starts with a V. Laura Harden, Van Hami. Okay. Laura Harden, Andrea Weirda, Shawnee Upton, Becky Stewart, Linda Leflier, Colleen Rankine, Michelle Baja, Anita Levin, and then I have someone that dialed in from a 573 phone number.
I think that's still Linda. I think she might have dialed in because I feel like she unmuted and said it. Now she's Bowling Green, so I bet that's still Linda on that 573. I feel like
Linda,
that's still her.
Can you let us know?
It's me.
Okay, perfect. And in the chat, you see Nikki said she's doing research for an upcoming event, and she paired heart-shaped ding-dongs with Lazy Lab tonight. And it was a wow pairing. See, we do like all these fun pairings. That sounds amazing.
I don't think I've had a ding dong in years.
Oh my.
It's like a Twinkie, right? Is that what it is?
But chocolate, right? Isn't it like a chocolate Twinkie?
Heart-shaped,
They're round.
Okay. All right.
Oh, like a Hostess cupcake?
Kind of, sort of.
Oh, okay.
We got way off track.
If it's chocolate, I'm all about it. But chocolate and wine.
Do y'all ever put things in on Facebook on your site where you do something like that? If somebody does a ding dong, what wine they put with it, just so that others can kind of take that idea too?
Yeah, absolutely. We're always sharing like fun pairings like that. Absolutely.
Oh,
wine guides do it, and then our marketing team always has really great food and wine pairings as well. They'll be like, whatever day it is, it's chocolate cake day or popcorn day, and then there's always wine guides doing something too with that as well. Yep, we share all of our ideas. Absolutely.
Yeah, good idea.
So Nikki, we need pictures, Nikki. Nikki's really good at that. Any other last minute questions? And we'll do our little drawing for those of you that joined us that are interested, and we'll message you and get a little special wine accessory out to you for joining, whoever the winner is.
I'm going to share my screen. Wheel of names.
Oh, I need to record it. Everyone was excited when I did this before. Let's see.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Nick.
Ooh, who's it gonna be? Woo, woo.
Michelle.
Woo! Woo, woo, I love the confetti.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Yeah, so it was, I was recording it. Was it Michelle? I think it was a Michelle that won it.
Michelle Baja.
Yes, yeah, so we'll be messaging you and getting your address and stuff, so we can get something out to you.
I have one final question.
Sure, absolutely.
My mug is empty, which means I'm out of Luna. Is that low in stock?
No, I don't think Luna is, right?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not yet.
I know,
Like
that's
that?
such a good one. That's our Taco Tuesday wine. That's so good with all tacos.
Really
Also,
good with pad
oh.
thai too.
Mm-hmm.
Get more of that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, ladies, for popping on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thanks everyone for joining us. Hopefully you've got some questions answered. You feel a little more comfortable, maybe confident joining our team. If you have more questions, reach out to the wine guide that joined. Well, of course they joined, they wouldn't be a wine guide, right? Or that invited you to, to the call tonight, and they'll be happy to share more information and that you need. And hopefully we'll be welcoming you to our team page here shortly. So have a good night. Go sit and relax and maybe enjoy some more wine, and we will see you around. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Happy Thursday.
Thank you.